YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis XLR8, back at you with another episode of All of My Card Games, the show where we take a look at whatever deck we want to take a look at. We have such a good fun time with it. So today we're taking a look at frogs. I call this deck Frogs and Pals, because it's a combination of frogs, a little bit of paleo action, and a little bit of Wetlands Beatdown. It's a little bit of a triple threat here. So we got ourselves a nice little deck here. We're going to take it out into good old Yugioh Pro, show it off, show you how it works. But real quick, I'm going to give you the deck list, and then we're going to get ourselves started. So for our main deck today, we're running 3 copies of the Barrier Statue of Torrent, 2 copies Submersible Frog, 3 copies of Swap Frog, 2 copies Unifrog, 2 copies of Rodent Totem, 3 copies of the Dupe Frog. We have 3 copies of Lightning Storm, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 3 Moray of Greed, 1 Terraforming, 2 Fury of Kairyu-shin, 2 Aquarium Stage, and 3 of the titular Wetdown. For trap cards, we have 2 copies of Paleozoic Olenoids. We got ourselves 2 copies Paleozoic Denomyscus, 2 Torrential Tribute, 2 Starlight Road, and 2 Paleozoic Canadia. For our extra deck, we have 2 copies of the Stardust Dragon, 1 AA Zeus, 1 Paleozoic whose name I always mispronounce, 3 copies of Froggily Amazing. We got 1 copy of Paleozoic Opabinia. We got Borload, we've got Access Code Talker, we've got Nightmares, Unicorn, and Phoenix. We have Mistara Boy, we've got Paleozoic Cambroaster, and we have a Masquerade. Now, side deck, don't really need too much of. If you want another Aquarium Stage for more protection, go ahead. And run the original Kairyu-shin if you want to really mind screw with your opponent. So, let's go ahead now. We've read out the deck. Let's go ahead into good old Yugioh Pro and show this deck off. Alright, to our first opponent. And we can go first or second with this deck. We have the options for both. It's kind of why I wanted to play this rather than just playing usual Paleozoic frogs. Because that's one of them hard-going first decks. I wanted a deck that could do either or. And let's see, we are up against the Dark Magician. Ooh, Dark Magician. So scary. So scary with the Dark Magician. He's playing the green one, too. Why the green one? Like, there's nothing wrong with the green one, I'm just saying. You could be playing the Ugandan Knuckles one. That one's better, inherently. Alrighty, so Dark Magic Circle, and he's gonna flip some card. Yeah, Eternal Soul already in play. Luckily, I have Denomyscus, and that's gonna mess him up real bad. Because if I can get rid of his Eternal Soul, he will have no soul to stand upon. Alright, Soulful Servant. Alright, is that... Number... On the field and in the grave. Okay, so basically this just lets him add whatever he wants. Lets him add the secrets of dark magic. Alright, so he's probably going to try and fuse into the Dark Magicians. That's usually a standard start him up for the Dark Magicians nowadays. Or conversely, he can make this thing. What does this do? Let's see, blah, blah, blah. When a spell trap's effect is activated, target a card on the field to destroy it. If this ritual summon card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can summon a Chaos or Blacklisted Soldier ritual from the hand, ignoring his... Okay, well, that doesn't matter because he doesn't have anything in his hand. Unless he hard draws it, I think we're good. So let's go ahead and activate the Fury of Kairyu-shin. Yeah, that targets anything. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I have 2 outs to his Eternal Soul. I think we'll be okay. Plus, I could just straight up summon Barrier Statue, and that'll stop him from playing Eternal Soul. Because it states that only water monsters can be special summoned, and that's a good thing. We don't want our opponent special summoning stuff except for watery boys. And that's all we got as watery boys. Alrighty, so let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and summon out the Barrier Statue of the Torrent. I mean, this guy, you might think, why is he in here? He's a trolly boy. Well, guess what? He looks like a frog. Look at that face. This is clearly a frog with a trident. Alright, Eternal Soul. Yeah, we know, bro. You're gonna try and... Oh, wait, no, he's just gonna pop my dude. But that's fine, too. It's fine, because I got the outs. And, oh, yeah, I can banish Fury to protect my monster from effect destruction. See, the idea of Fury is you search Torrential, and then you protect your watery boys by banishing this when you play Torrential. It's a thing. And we should be good. I'm going to go ahead and completely ignore the impermanence my opponent set. And we'll go. We're good. You know, my opponent's got Eternal Soul, but it doesn't do him anything. I mean, granted, he can get, what's the name of the card? He can get, Dark Magic Attack. Does this count as Dark Magician on the field? Yes, it does. Alright, such is how it is. Let's go ahead. Unuits, get rid of Eternal Soul. We'll get rid of Eternal Soul. That will destroy the Magician of Dark Chaos. So yeah, I lose my stuff, but you lose your stuff too, my dude. Granted, he'll get to do the, the draw thing with the the Soul Servant. But what can you do? Alright, so that'll go away. Now he has a whole lot of nothing. He will be able to get the, that guy. That's his name. That's that guy. He doesn't have an actual name, it's just that guy. Alright, so now, Dot Magical Girl. Okay. I still have Barrier Statue, my dude. You still can't special summon things that are not water. I don't think he remembered that part. Yeah, that's not how that works. My froggy warrior here says no to your special summons. If you're not willing to play with the frogs, then you're just no good, man. Oh, hey, speaking of frogs, it's your boy, Swap Frog, the ultimate frog. Because when this guy's summoned, I get to ditch frog, so my opponent surrenders prematurely. I mean, granted, I was about to waste this guy with a frogily amazing monster, but sometimes my opponents just don't want to deal with the frogs. So that's kind of the idea of like traditional frogs. It's just kind of like, be a little bit annoying, stop your opponent's plays, and then go for totally awesome. But my opponent didn't want to do. So let's go for duel number 2. We'll try to get some of the Wetlands Beatdown here. Try to make our monsters huge and then beat into our opponent. That's what I want to do today. So let's go into duel 2. Alrighty, our secondary opponent. Let's go and do it again. Let's go in second. That's where I like to go with this day. Let's see. Alright, this could have been a going first or second hand because I got everything. Are you the real Memphis? Maybe. I don't know. Am I the real Memphis? Which Memphis are we talking about? Am I the Memphis Accelerate? It says right there. That's what it says. I'll take that as a yes. Oh, dang it. He figured me out. Oh, no. I've been found out. This happens on occasion. Just found you on YouTube today. Thanks. Smiley face. Yeah, this does happen on rare occasion. People actually find me on this game. Not often. Not often, but every once in a while I'll find a fan. Not all the time, but sometimes. Okay, so we're up against Gravekeepers, which is not necessarily good because it's just not good. Because he's locking out my grave. Kinda need my graveyard. But we'll see how it go. Yeah, he's got the hidden temples of the Nectar Valley. Alright, well, okay. That's gonna be a bit of a tricky wicket. Let's go ahead and activate the Fury of Kyrioshin. Get a Torrential. That way he'll think twice about summoning anything. And the thing, if only I had my field spell, I could get around this easy. I could get around this easy peasy, but now I'm gonna have to, like, set up a defense. Yeah. Let's just set up a defense and we should be okay for now. I've got Olenoids. So I can pop Necro Valley on my, his end phase. That'll get rid of the Hidden Temple. Because the thing about Hidden Temple, in order to keep it, you have to have both a Gravekeeper and the Necro Valley. So if I get one or the other off the board, I should be good. The question, though, is, what is he going to do? He's going to summon out, what's-her-face, Spiritualist? Or he's going to do a heckin' lot of nothing. Alright, get rid of the field spell. Go away. I don't need that thing on the field. Alright, we should be pretty much done here as of here. Let's go ahead and ditch Dupe Frog, get out, Swap Frog. Swap Frog is going to pretty much end it for us, because I've got the barrier statue. So let's ditch a Ronin Toden. That way we have Ronin Toden waiting in the wing. Hachamba. And don't need to torrential myself, we'll be good. So let's go ahead and go for, what's his face? Totally awesome. Yes. So we'll leave the swap frog in attack mode so I can attack with it. And I should be good. And so let's go ahead and... Fleur-de-lis. I'm going to have to say no to that. I'm going to have to say no to the Dogmatica Knight. Also, this is mine now. Give me the knight. It's mine. It's mine, damn it. Okay. So let's go ahead and summon out our barrier statue. Our froggish warrior. And we shall attack into his Gravekeeper. And we should be pretty much done here. Yeah, it's a frog. Let's see. Yeah, it's a frog, all right. I mean, granted, if he can somehow bait out totally awesome, and then he can just run over this dude, he still has a chance. It's not going to be easy to get around this, but it is possible to do. And don't tell me it ain't, because it is a potential. Yep. Alright, see you later. Yes. Alrighty, so now it's up to our opponent. What can he do to get around this? I don't know. I mean, I've got his fleur-de-lis. He was kind of hoping this would be the... He probably should have saved this for... Honestly, he should have saved this card for his turn. Because then he could have, you know, baited out my totally awesome and then run over stuff. He could have run over some stuff. But as it stands, we're pretty much done here. I think we'll be good. Now, Gravekeepers, they can certainly lock you out of a lot of things. But at the same time, if they can't, then, you know, what am I talking about at this point? I have no idea. So let's just go ahead. We'll put this frog in attack mode. And we'll attack our opponent with everything. We'll attack with a Froggily Amazing Fist. And I will not negate any of his effects, because I have no need to do so. It's all good. He'll get Headman. And we'll attack with everything. And... all Dogma... Yeah, I'm not going to give myself an attack boost. I could. But that would just be rude. I don't want to insult this guy by beating him with his own monster. Even though that's what I just did. I'm going to just not do that. Alright. My opponent's turn. He has one. He still has a chance. Come on, man. Come on, dude, bro, man. You can do it. I believe in you. All right. I'm not gonna just willy-nilly negate his things. That again would be rude. All right. So now the question is, can he negate stuff? Okay. So he's got out Gravekeepers Commanded. Unfortunately, though, now I've got both dupe frogs, and that's just gonna be. It's a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much. Yeah, if he had just kept Fleur-de-lis, it definitely would have been a different duel, because he could have baited out my toad and then run over the barrier statue. As it stands, he's not going to be able to do that. So let's just go ahead and go for game here. Is this game? Actually, this is probably not game. Probably not at all. I mean, I'm going to do a lot of damage. GG. Wait. GG. Even though I'm pretty... Oh, no, that is going to be game. Okay, I didn't do math. I didn't do math good. So, there's our second duel. Let's go for duel numero 3. Again, where is my wetlands? I need wetlands to do more damage. But for now, let's go for duel 3. Alrighty, our third opponent. We can go Bubba. Just a guy called Bubba. How can you hate a guy called Bubba? I don't know how you can. Alright, so what do we have for an opening hand here? Or if we're going a first hand, to be honest. Although, if I can draw another monster, I should be good for summoning Mr. Frog. Alright, starting immediately with set cards. This must be some kind of troll deck. Definitely some sort of troll deck. 120% chance of trolling incoming. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start with a Frog. We'll summon forth the Frog, and we're going to go ahead and ditch a monster. I've already ditched a Ronin Toad, so even if he negates this with like a Solemn or something, at the very least I can get out Ronin Toad. Okay, well I get to draw a card, and I still have a summon, so that's good. Let's see here. Activate the Wetlands Field spell. Recall. Opponent activates a monster effect, opponent draws a card. Negate and destroy. Dealer's choice. Each player shuffles his deck, each player draws one, then discards one. Is this like a reverse mill sort of thing? I think this is a reverse mill. Or something. So I'll keep the. Let's get rid of torrential. I don't think I'm gonna need it. Don't think I'm gonna need it at all. Alrighty. So let's see. He negated my effect. So I have one normal summon. I could summon my frog. But do I want to do that? Kind of don't. Let's just summon Barrier Statue of the Torrential and activate Aquarium Stage for now. We'll set that up. Let's go ahead and attack our opponent. He probably has battle traps too. Is this one of those kinds of decks? Or, conversely, he does not have any battle traps. At least none he's willing to play yet. So we'll go ahead and end our turn. Alright, so this is definitely some sort of like, what did I say? This is definitely him trying to deck me out. I don't know how well this is going to work for him, but, you know, he's trying. I mean, I'm helping him out a little bit by, you know, drawing and searching stuff, but just because he's stopping, or he's not stopping, he's trying to, like, deck me out, that doesn't mean I'm going to do nothing. So let's summon forth Ronentoden. And summon forth Paleofrog. I'm not even going to go ahead and, I'm not going to exceed summon, I'm just going to attack him directly. I'm just going to attack this dude. He's trying to troll me. I'm just going to attack him. I see. Storming Meter Force. Alright, well that's not the worst thing I could have been hit with, so I'm not that mad. I'm upset, but I'm not mad. Let's set Torrential and end our turn. Alright, so now we know we need to keep at least one dude in the defensive position. That, and I need another Swap Frog. Alrighty. I'm gonna keep Paleozoic for now. Alright, Starlight Road, not a bad choice. Let's go ahead, summon back out. Actually, I'll summon Dupe Frog because he'll have slightly more attack points. Just a wee bit more attack points. And let's go ahead. We're going to keep attacking this dude. He's going to run out of trap cards at some point. That or he'll run out of life points first. One or the other. You know, you can't give the troll player room to maneuver. That's when bad things happen. I mean, we should be good. I can't be destroyed by a battle. Pot of the Extravagant. Alright. So he's probably just going to be drawing into more trap cards, I imagine. I don't think this guy's playing anything other than traps, and maybe like one or two monsters. It just seems to be like, draw, man. Alright. And, you know, we'll go ahead and get rid of a trap card. Let's get rid of this one. What is this? Oh, drag down to the grave. He probably would have liked that later. Alright, Dynamiscus. That'll be good for later. Ronentoden. Good for right now. And... okay, nothing. Okay, good. I was about to say, if he had, like, Torrential, I could stop that. So, you know, I was kind of hoping he would waste it. Book of Eclipse. My goodness. Like I said, this guy is all about just, like, screwing with me. Granted, that's going to help me to a degree, but it's also helping him. Also helping him. That's what these, you know, I could never play a deck. I mean, I've played troll decks before. I've played Ojamas. And by Ojamas, I mean Ojama's Mystic Mine, which is, like, way trollier than traditional Ojama. I've also played Ojama Lockdown, but that's not as bad. Okay. Interesting. Like I said, he's just trying to troll me, man. Just lots of trolling. And now I get to draw another card because of Santa. It ain't Christmas, but here's Santa. Alright. Ooh, Unifrog. That will be very helpful because I can blow up his spell traps with this. Alright, Unifrog, come forth. No, we're good. Let's go ahead and put this in attack mode, and I'll leave Ronan there for now, and we'll be good. Attack, Unifrog, attack! Drowning Mirror Force, I see. Alright, well. Let's get Olenoids here. We'll get our Trap Boy out here. That way we're not completely devoid of stuff. Alright, Mr. Trolly Trollman. You're gonna keep trolling me, huh? You're just gonna keep trolling all day and all night? I can play the long game, sir. I've got more stuff in my hand than you do. And you have less stuff in general. Alrighty, so if that's going to be the case, I could banish a card, but there's no reason to do that. Lightning Storm not helping me, so I'm just going to get in my turn. This guy's certainly trolling us hard, but his deck is not fast enough. At least not by my eyes. By my eyes, I still have the advantage. Alright, the Canadian is not helping me. Dupe Frog, come forth. Dupe Frog. Alright. I'm still going to leave Santa in defense mode, though, because I at least need to have a monster. Plus, if he has another Storming, I don't want it back in his hand. Yep, another Storming. And Olenoids. Olenoids. Come back in defense mode. That way I still get to keep a monster. Man, this guy, man, he's just a troll. But, you know, eventually my hand's going to fill up because of all these Stormins. I can discard Canada. That way I'll have that in the grave. Actually, I'm just going to put that in the grave right now. Let's go ahead and banish this. I don't think this will stop his draw, if I'm not mistaken. But I'd rather get this in the grave. That way, you know, I'll have it in the grave. And, ooh, okay, reincarnate. That makes the most sense, because he's going to banish my hand. Although, that's not that bad, because I still have plenty of cards in my deck. Alrighty, go ahead. Reincarnate me. Hit me. Right here. Hit me in the heart. Alright, so now that he's done that, let's go ahead. Dynamiscus. And I can't do both of my dudes, but I can at least get one out here. Yay. More cards in the hand. Cool. Alright, so what we're gonna do here, I wish Ronan Toden was having a brother in the grave, but it's fine. What we're gonna do, let's see. I need to have a frog on the board for that to do anything. So let's set Dynamiscus. And we'll make totally awesome. Yeah, now I can negate your last trap card. So I hope you weren't hoping for that to save your balls. Your balls are about to be my property, young man. Not that I want them, but I'm just saying. Alright, so Santa Claus will finally get to dig his claws into my opponent. So let's go ahead and attack. Do some damage. Yeah, now he's got to really think about that as traps, because now I have an Omni Negation. And next turn, I'll have another Omni Negation, because I'll have a second Frog. So let's do all the damage. You know, troll decks, decks like this, they can be rather effective. It really depends on what you're up against and how fast you can get into it. And I could make Zeus. Don't really need to make Zeus. I could make Phoenix, though. Yeah, let's make Phoenix. I'm going to make Phoenix. That way I can get rid of this and not have to worry about it. And we'll ditch Fury, because I don't need it. And we'll be good. What was that? Mirror Force? Mirror Force. Should have known. Alrighty, so now the standby phase cometh. The standby phase goeth away. And I get a frog on the board. And we should be pretty much unstoppable at this point. He has one card in the hand. I have an Omni Negation. So it's like, doesn't really matter what you do. I'm stopping your stuff. Also, I'm taking your card. Well, I would, but he surrendered because he understood it wasn't going to happen, my dude. So, good try, Bubba. You put in some effort there. You know, you put in some effort, but it wasn't enough to stop Frogs and Pals. So let's go for one more duel, and we'll call it a day. Alrighty, the fourth and final opponent. Let's just go on. It's been a good day. Let's go second one last time. That is not a good opening hand. I mean, those happen from time to time, but, you know, it's no fun. Oh, War Rocks. I remember they got new support. I have to take a look at War Rocks again. Not that they're any good, I'm just saying they might as well. So, let's see here. What does this do? Control monsters, blah, blah, blah. If your Earth Warrior battles, send Earth Warrior, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it doesn't really... It's a War Rock. What was I expecting it to do? It's a special summonable War Rock. That's what this is. So, we'll go ahead and set a Torrential and an Olenoids and end our turn. And we should be good in theory. I mean, it's War Rocks. I don't remember what the new boss does, but I don't think it's that impressive. It's just kind of like a rock. Alright, I'd better add a War Rock monster from deck to hand. No. Go away, field spell. No field spell for you, no search. No searchy. No searchy, sir. Not that I can help it, Mr. War. I mean, I'll give the Warrocks one thing. The field spell looks cool. It's a big wolf-shaped mountain. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So yeah, he'll attack my monster. That's fine. I can get my dupe frog in the grave and get my swap frog. And, let's see. Ditch an earth warrior. All war. Yeah, basically his monster gets bigger until the end of my turn. Whatever, dude. So let's go ahead and get swap frog. Or I could get submarine frog. How's this work again? Earth warrior, but after damage calc. I'm very tempted to go and just go for submarine frog, but that just would not be a great move. What can I say? Alrighty. That'll work just fine. Let's go ahead and special summon Swap Frog. We're going to do some fancy shenanigans here. So Swap Frog's going to go off. Okay, well luckily I can survive that. Luckily, I mean, that's not great by any means, but it's not a bad thing. So let's special summon Swap Frog yet again. He can't ash me a second time. Alrighty, let's ditch Ronin Toden. And do as we do. Ronin Toden, go ahead and banish Dupe. Well, I'll leave the Dupe Frog just in case. Just in the random case I can bring that boy back, I will keep him around. And we'll go ahead and get our additional normal summon. Well, we don't need the additional one, but I'm going to normal summon the Dupe Frog. Nope. And then we shall make... Suppose I could make the Paleozoic. Let's see. Do I... Unaffected by other monsters' effect doesn't really help me in any sort of meaningful way. I could make my Star Boy and just beat over him, but I don't think that's going to help us too much. So we'll make the Toad that is very much awesome. I feel like that's the best bet. It's the surest bet, if anything. Because basically what'll happen is he'll draw, standby comes about, Toad goes off, ditch Ronin Toden, get out secondary Dupe Frog. So now basically, because I have both these Dupe Frogs, he can't attack. And Warrocks are all about the battle phase. And I got a turtle. Okay, well that's sucky, but at the same time I've got Swap Frog, so it's not a big deal. I just get a Swap Frog back. Okay, so he is packing Koiju heat. And I say Koiju like that because that's how you pronounce it. It's not Kaiju. It's Koiju. Which is why I'm still waiting for one of these to be printed that's just a giant fish. Just a giant fish Koiju. If you, yeah, it's a joke. It's a pun. I like some puns, yeah. I'd say he's discovering that his monster can't attack. He Kaiju'd the wrong thing. He should have Kaiju'd the Dupe Frog. Now, my opponent surrenders. Alright, well, sometimes people do that. Well, I'm going to call this a day. I do have a replay saved for this deck, so I'll show that off at the end screen. But for now, let's go to the end screen and talk more about the frogs. Alrighty, frogs and friends. We actually made 4-0, which is better than... I was expecting like 3-1, something like that, but it worked out just fine. You know, we were able to do the froggish combos. I actually got Barrier Statue to, you know, do his thing. And it worked out just fine. You know, we didn't need to do just all traps all day long, but it was nice to have them around, and I'm happy with how the deck worked. I really am. So I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and please consider subbing, because we're close to 400 subs, and it'd be nice if we could hit that milestone. It would be very nice. But thank you again for watching, and I'm going to leave you guys with one more replay, and your boy Memphis will see you again next time with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Action. Take care.